So, I feel like it's been a while since we've caught up in this space. We are back in the studio. This week, I have decided that I want to make 30 mugs. This stems from me wanting to do a tiger pre-order because I'm not planning to have my spring drop till probably end of April or middle of May, sometime around then. And so I need something to kind of keep me going during the next couple of months till I drop that collection. I'm also not planning to really have tigers as a main focus of my drops anymore, but I do know there are quite a few people who still want a tiger mug, and so I thought I would offer customized tiger mug pre-orders where you get to pick the color of your tiger, the theme of your mug, and it's just a nice way to get a tiger mug if you already want one. You get to pick and choose your style of it without me overproducing tiger mugs and then maybe not having people be interested in it. You get exactly what you want. And I know for myself through doing pre-orders in the past, I am able to relieve so much of my anxiety of having a deadline by making the mugs ahead of time, which I know it feels a bit backwards for something that's a pre-order, but I just know for myself that this is the method that works best. I get so anxious about having a deadline sometimes, which is also partially why I stopped doing wholesale. I just hated the feeling of potentially letting someone down in terms of a timeline. So anyway, all that to say is that I'm gonna have 30 open pre-order spots, so I wanted to make these 30 mugs ahead of time. This video is gonna be that, me making 30 mugs in a week. Hopefully less than a week, but I'm gonna give myself the week to make them all. And this is gonna include the throwing of the mugs, the trimming, the attaching handles, the making of the handles, but not including the actual painting because I just don't know what pre-orders are gonna come in yet. I don't know what people are gonna want, and I don't know if that's gonna make it into this video. Hopefully this is something fun for you to watch as well. I feel like I haven't been posting a ton of actual in-studio content in a little while. So this one is for all y'all who have been craving that studio content from me. This is a video for you. Hopefully though you enjoy both types of videos and you stick around for the journey. Grab a beverage, grab a snack, enjoy, or if you're working alongside me in your own studio. So exciting. Hope this makes you feel productive. Let's get to work. My biggest studio fear, especially with brown clay. Oh my god. And I'm also gonna be late getting home. My bangs a little bit weird, but you live and you learn. I totally left the studio in a mess over the weekend because, as per usual, I was rushing to get somewhere else. So I need to tidy up, but last week I was able to finish throwing my 30 mugs that I wanted to get ready for the Tiger pre-order. I threw all the mug bodies. I'm almost done trimming them all. A lot of them that I did trim are just in bins so that I could keep them in a workable state over the weekend. And today I need to make 33 handles. I like to make a little extras just in case. I didn't leave it too bad. You can see there's just kind of like a pile of clay scraps from Mackenzie's lesson, and also, you know what? I didn't leave my wheel that messy, so that's pretty good. Let me show you actually what we made in Mackenzie's last lesson. I don't think I really recorded too much of it. I feel quite organized right now because everything that I've had drying has been in bins, so it adds like an extra layer of stopping them from drying out. I think it's this one. So it's a little ceramic bag, And as you remember, I made a few ceramic bags last year for my spring drop. I think I'm gonna do a few more for this spring, but to teach how to make this, I basically rolled out a bunch of slabs. I actually drew out a template and cut out a template of all the little pieces that she would need for this bag, and then had her attach them herself. I did do a little demo just showing attaching one wall to another. Again, she's a little bit familiar with hand building already, so you know, not too big of a project to try, but she wanted to make a full-size version of this, and I thought it would be a good idea to do a mini version as a demo piece, and it turned out very cute. I think I'm gonna make some myself, to be honest, for spring, like I said, but just put my own spin on them and obviously paint them in my style. But that is just drying out till her next lesson. So again, I've just been keeping stuff in bins, spritzing it down, and it seems to be working. Interrupting all the mug making to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Squarespace. If you feel like now is the right time to create your own little section of the internet, Squarespace is the platform to get you there. Creating a beautiful, professional, working website can feel very overwhelming, but with Squarespace, it's super easy to get started and get going quickly. They really make the process so easy, and it's built for anyone to use at home with no coding required. You can integrate everything from buying your domain name to choosing your website template, all of which are super customizable, and you can even use their new design intelligence to create the website of your dreams, whether it be an online shop where you sell all your products, a blog, or somewhere that you share your services with others. With Squarespace, you'll be up and running in no time, and if you need any help, it is always there with their 24/7 support team. You can get a free 2-week trial with the link down below, or you can just go to squarespace.com and use the code from Tree to Sea for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Hours later, and I was able to make, I think I made like 25 handles. I trimmed the rest of the mugs, and then I only put 2 handles on, but oh my gosh, it's only March and I'm sweltering in here. It's really hot. I have some stuff I have to do at home, so I'm heading out for the day. I'll be back in tomorrow though, so I feel like I'm still on track to have put handles on everything. So we're making good progress. We did a lot. A sad thing is that one of my boards got really moldy. Even though I close my blinds when I leave in the afternoons, there's like a little bit open, and that board was in direct sun for most of the day, I guess, yesterday or the last couple days. So I'll have to repurchase that and not make that mistake again. I think we did it. I think we made 30 mugs, and then I have a couple bisque extras. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. There are exactly 30. I feel like they look like they're doing some sort of little dance or ritual or something because they all have their handles on the inside, but I find that to be the best way to dry handles without them cracking, apart from using a bin to store them in as they firm up. But yeah, I'm just gonna cover these with some plastic now, and I'm so excited I was able to do this.